Hello, good evening. It is day 10 of the RADiculously challenge. Are you game? Guess what's in my purse? We're gonna clean out my purse. It's got a nice little flappy tassel, go bling bling, kind of dust off things. It serves as a nice effect, right? So, before I get started, how has your day been? How is your Tasty Tuesday, Tickle Me Tuesday, Taco Tuesday, whatever you want to call your Tuesday? I am in a really good mood because I'm getting things done. I've been doing a lot of running around. Today was, what did I have to run out to do today? Well, I have these new earbuds, so I can hopefully drown out any extra noise. So let me know if you can hear these even better than normal. So I didn't have to turn off any fans or any other stuff. You should be hearing me crystal clear. What you think? Apples ain't got nothing on me because he got those buds in my ears. So, without further ado, let me know in the comments if you're already participating and how much you've gotten decluttered in your own home. Have you done your purse? Have you done your kitchen table? Have you done some cabinets and some drawers? Your bathroom? Your vanity? It's fun, isn't it? It's like letting go and just feeling lighter as you go. So here's the purse, and it's really not a purse. This is a bag. Ladies, you can feel me, right? How many pounds? I think Oprah did a show, didn't she? Something like we carry roughly around 35 to 60 pounds on our shoulders sometimes. Is that not crazy? It messes with our alignment, our posture, right? How many of us have like tension between our shoulder blades and our mid-back, lower back? I know I do. Or maybe one shoulder's always hiked up higher because that's the one that compensates because it's carrying that heavy-ass bag. Just saying. And if you have some of those designer bags like the Gucci's, or the Chanel's, or the Yves Saint Laurent's, or the Tod's or Louis Vuitton's that have heavy hardware, without anything in those bags, they're a good 20 pounds easily. I know, I got a couple, so I know very easily how heavy the hardware is. So this is a Papaya brand bag, and the reason I like these bags, and you saw that I did my wallet the other day, right? So this wallet sits in here. Let me tell you, it's so much lighter since I cleaned it out the other day. Papaya uses and recycles. So all of this is recyclable and recycled product, right? I can't say exactly what all they used, but it is pretty darn rad to consider that they did such a high quality on these bags. And my bags take a beating. I don't know about your bags, but I know mine do. And this has two owls on it, right, coming together. So rad the way that their wings are on the sides too, right? And it's heavy. It's very, I should have weighed it. Imagine what it weighs. Because this has to be a good 40 pounds. And there's something heavy on the bottom there. But here you're about to learn why I carry and what I carry with me. I live in Florida. I always have to carry something to be warm, scarves. I always have to carry snacks, because sometimes I get hungry when you're out on the road. All right, so the first thing, this is a wrap. Many of you have been watching me a while. I wear this quite often. I got this at Forever 21 years ago. The reason I like it is because it goes with everything. It's got all the rainbow colors, right? And it's just a poncho, a simple poncho. Hello, surprise. There I am. Yay. All right, so this goes with me just because it is an easy fix. The denim jacket sometimes is with me, and that just gets tossed on top. Then I have a scarf in here. Ooh, I forgot to take my sunglasses out. These are really rad sunglasses. So this brand, Xylo, these are all repurposed. I got these in Greece. It's all wood. Check that out. And look at how these are. So they kind of have a little bit of spring action. These I got in Santorini. They repurposed the wood from the old fishing boats to make these sunglasses and the frames. Again, repurpose, recycle, upcycle, whatever you call it. It's more sustainable, and there's a reason we need to be more creative with our focus and our vision so that we're not creating more landfills, right? Look at this. This could have been who knows what, but it became glasses, right? And they're stylish. That's a creative visionary, right? Then there's the wallet. In here I have my scarf. What was that? I'll pick that up in a second. See, and there's stuff in here I'm not sure because I haven't cleaned it out. I purposely left it full of who knows what, just to share with you. Don't you feel special? Yeah, okay. This is a scarf that was gifted to me by a Turkish girlfriend of mine when I worked at the Joint Forces Command, JFC, Naples, Italy, in Bagnoli. Now they're in another town outside of Naples. But when you flip it on one side, it's got these beautiful pinks, and then you've got these green tassels on the bottom, fringe. But on the other flip side, the fringe matches the greener side. Isn't that rad? So this pashmina came from Turkey and was gifted to me for my girlfriend, which I thought was very sweet. And because it matches so perfectly, again, because these are colors I wear a lot, and they mix with jeans and everything else that I wear, I've yet to not match in that respect. Oh, I got something in here. I don't know what. Ooh. Okay, so here's what we got. First, I gotta reach down to the floor and find this. So this was a bag for, it's a visor shield goggles. Well, I must have taken it for a reason. Probably because it's a plastic bag. It's nice to have things to separate in your bag. Do you do that, compartmentalize different things? I like to keep things separate. Pens especially. Okay, how many of you have had exploding pens in your bags only to ruin your purse or your bag, right? Hence why I think it's really important that you get yourself a few of these zip up, and this is plastic or some form of a poly, right? So that I've had a couple of those hot pink explosions, but I've got colorful pens in there because when I'm doing teacher trainings and all these different courses and workshops at the yoga studio, it's nice to have something. I'm very colorful and creative, so when I do things, I like to kind of mark with different colors so it gets my eye attention, especially with notes and such, as well as highlighters. And then I've got some of my special oils in here. I've got peppermint oil, I've got sandalwood from India, I've got some oregano oil. I have a spray it's a little spray bottle that I usually squirt my face with, but I'm empty on that, so I have to refill it. I have a breath spray, and then I have thieves in here. So that's just a couple little things that are in this little compartmentalized bag. But this is very organized because I know I need this. And every once in a while, if I run into someone who's new to the area, I give out these passes to the yoga studios where I also work. Now, today we have a receipt for the earbuds. So put that off to the side. FYI, the earbuds you can find on Amazon, cheaper. They have a special right now. So let's see. This was my appointment from Monday for the VA. So I brought it with me, and that's going to get shredded up and thrown in the trash. Boing! When I've had my appointments, I like to get rid of them. So like, for example, if you come to the area and you want to do a pass for $19, Yoga Village, right? They also have $35 passes and things like that. So it's really amazing because they have so many classes to choose from, and that's unlimited for 1 month. Now, I have one tissue because it's good to have a tissue just in case you get a little sniffle, right? A little sniffle, sniffle. All right, here's where it gets interesting or familiar. almond butter, dates. These are my staples, and if I don't have something to munch on when I need it, I get a little hangry. Anybody else out there relate? Like, anybody who's ever known me, my mom even understood, still understands, I'm sure. And many a friend who would say, we need to feed you, because they would know the signs, the little irritations, frustrations, aggravations that arise for me. Yeah, if I'm hungry, I'm not necessarily very easy to deal with. I have my golden hairbrush. This is my favorite brush because it has this ergonomic design. It's an Olivia Garden. Oh, it feels so good on my scalp too. Did I mention that? Oh, it feels so much better. I do need to brush my hair, or wash my hair, I should say. I have an Apple Power charging cord because I can always need one of those. Let me see. I went to Apple yesterday. I was trying to get some things sorted. Yeah, it was a long day. This is my Mojo bag. It's got all sorts of goodies and crystals in it. It's bags within bags. And the reason it's like that is because these little bags start to rip. So we have a John of God, Angel Aura, Blessed, Crystal. Look at all those prisms of rainbows in them. Oh, I know, it's so pretty, isn't it? I love that. It's too cool. Hey, Francis, how are you doing tonight, sister? I'll tell you what, when I get to be your age, I want to be as motivated and in shape as you are. You are inspiring me, and I am impressed. Because I know sometimes it can be a mental challenge, but you got it going. I have zincite in here. I have moldavite. I have, I wish I remember the name of that one off the top of my head. It's something with a cross. I have this golden tektite, and I have regular tektite. That basically those are meteors, just like moldavite is. I have some more. I have a citrine John of God, Blessed. I have, for what I can see so far, because there's some hidden in here. I have a couple different versions of the zincite. I have a purple one. I have Herkimer diamonds in here. I have, that is, zinc. Oh, wait a minute. That's not, that is a very high vibration stone. It is called, I have danbarite. It's not apophyllite, it's another one. It'll come to me. It's very hard to come by stones too, because this is what the Mojo bag usually consists of. We're getting there. We have a selfie stick, and I threw that in there, but I don't always use it, but it does come in handy just as a side. If I don't have the tripod and everything else going on, the selfie stick is a good fallback. So it's always good, like, to just have it in the car. That typically helps if I forgot to bring the tripod. Here's what happens. I'll take the tripod with me, and then I'll think I'm going to use it, and I won't, and then I won't use it. All right, I've got a Whole Foods receipt for cilantro, because that's all I bought the other day. And that was, what day was that? Trash. Okay. Now, I carry kratom with me, and this is the green tie kratom. So I haven't used it in a while, so if anybody out there has ever used it, you understand that you use it when you really need it because its physical pain is just so bad. I've also been known to use it in addition to the pain, the chronic pain that I've dealt with. It's also been helpful for me for breathing, which is interesting because, and I had sent my mom some kratom, so I don't know if she was able to utilize it. That was one of the reasons I had sent her some, because I felt like it opened up my lung capacity, and I was able to even get into deeper meditation as a result of having a clearer air passage. I have my mom's memory cards, memorial cards. Yeah, my mommy. So, yeah. I carry these with me. I guess that's another way of me just having her close to me. I have another charging cord. This one is good for, I think it works for the GoPro. It definitely goes for the earbuds. It goes for a couple different devices that we utilize. My gosh, if you only knew how many cables and devices we got going on around here. I also have this Oakley magnifying, what is that called? Lens that is on the iPhone right now. That typically goes in this case that when I am out, I put in my purse. One extra weight. I have this, what is your plan to do with your one wild, precious life? This is a journal for me. And I have been using this journal specifically for the courses I've been taking this year. I'm going to read something to you, I think. I used it for my Beyond Addiction this past year, and I used it for conscious communication. Let's see, it's 2018 now. So I've also, oh wow, this is, I didn't even realize this was in there. This is an old photo of me when I was 19. So if you wondered, my hair was much darker. I love that sweater. I still have that sweater. Can you believe that? I still have that sweater. It was one of my favorites because of the colors. I think I got it at the Limited. And look at how it matches with the leaves. That was in Omaha, Nebraska. So I started writing in this journal in 2016. And it started out being an intention setting and seed planting. So I'm going to read something just because I pulled it open and went, whoa, that's kind of cool. And then I'm going to be utilizing it again for authentic relationships next spring. What else we got going on in here? Oh, I used it also for everything we did with my mom. Paying for my mom's remains and cremation and all that, and the whole funeral service stuff. So all of that paperwork was in here as well, and I almost forgot about that. That was a good $1,300 worth of. It doesn't have to be super expensive. I think we got very lucky that it only cost around $1,300 to deal with the funeral home. So, and each one of us got copies of the, like they broke up my mom's ashes and sent them to me and my other two sisters. So I sat down with a woman and we were discussing some interesting things regarding relationship. And I took some notes because it's very important when you're in a relationship with anyone, man or woman, it boils down to conscious communication requires your willingness to go deeper than just speaking, but actively listening to your words and consciously being present and available to hear the other person. Words or no words, right? Because when we care about somebody, we want to consciously be present and mindfully and fully engage because they want to be seen, we want to be seen. We want to be heard, they want to be heard. We want to be understood, they want to be understood. We want to be able to relate to one another, right? So it says, and these were just notes that I took from a girlfriend that was giving me some feedback and some ideas, and we were just having this conversation. When a man offers or extends a gesture, he needs to complete it. Otherwise, it can and it will undermine a relationship. What can end up happening around this, if you're not consciously communicating and following through with tasks or offerings or gestures, is instability, unreliability, not being steadfast, and untrusting. Without the will, it's a kill, right? And also I think it was really beautiful. You're allowed to ask for help. and allowed to bring in your community. And I say that for everyone, it's not just for myself. But it took me many years to allow people to help me, because I've always taken care and done, not just for myself, but as a result of my sisters and I going through what we did as young children, I felt like I had to steer head and take charge of me and my two sisters, to guide and protect and to be, because I'm the oldest, and quite often be the leader in all that I've ever done. I've always just seen that as my role and stepped into it, because when stuff needs to get done, it gets done. It's not a matter of somebody telling or needing to guide or steer me. Typically, somebody can think they know, but I'm usually already there, long ahead of the game. And my mother used to tell me that, that I was very fast and quick. And there were times when it would really frustrate my mom, because I would be like ahead, and then she'd tell me to slow down, and she would say to me, and I had to be reminded, because I didn't realize this over the past few years, that she'd had a brain injury. And as a result, she's very sensitive to noises, and that's an enhancement upon what she was already sensitive to. Sensitive to the quickness being too quick for her, that she would ask me to slow down, which has been part of my lesson in life, because I've always been go, 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 go. That for me to slow down is honoring that which I need to do, because the faster you go, the quicker you can actually fall, and you can make more mistakes. And I've had to learn that through my experiences. I didn't want to slow down in my life, because my life has always been boom, 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 specifically to keep my mind busy, to keep my body active, to keep me distracted from handling and confronting and dealing with all my past and all my traumas and all the internal work that I needed to do. So for me, to slow down has been a serious, it's been an effort in honoring and a stepping into humility and appreciation for my soul's purpose and my need to just be present and not have to always do. So to allow someone to come in and help me has been a serious lesson and chore in my life. To relinquish the reins for me, because I know what I need to do. And it's very hard for me to expect anybody to know what is needed for me, let alone dictating or releasing that to someone else. And I do admit, I know there are certain things I like done a certain way, so I'm more than willing to do them, just because it gives me peace to know that I don't need everything to be done by someone else. So, hi Trish, good to have you in here. And there's a lot of us, we're still learning that it's okay to ask for help. And if someone extends it and offers it, we like to think they really are extending it with a true, open, compassionate heart. Because how many of you out there have had people offer to help you and they didn't follow through? And that's really a limitation on them, not so much you, because it takes a lot for somebody like myself to say, okay, you've offered, here's what I need. And if I feel I'm shut down, I won't ask again. If I feel like it's inauthentic or not realistic for the other person to fulfill, then a lot of times I'd just rather do it myself, because I don't have time for conflict or denial. And nobody wants to be rejected, right? So if you ask for help and they say no, then it's almost like especially for those of us, it's hard to ask for help. If someone is rejecting you when you're asking, you're just basically putting us back in, we're going 10 steps back again. So for us to ask means we trust you, right? We're opening to you being reliable. And if that's too much, then we're just going to go right back to doing it all ourselves, right? So this is really like, this is a powerful, we're all trying to work through stuff. And a lot of us, I think, have control issues, right? We all want things done a certain way. And if we're not communicating clearly, we can't expect anybody to get what it is we're trying to do or what it is we want them to do for us. So no mind reading, people. Don't assume. You know what assuming does. It makes an ass out of you and me. And as far as men and women go, we communicate differently and we think differently. So if you can come to an even agreement that, okay, if something's misunderstood, better clarify. Ask questions. Is this what you meant? And repeat back to the person, what is it they have just said to you? That way, you're articulating exactly what you heard versus what you think they were trying to say. Or you can easily say, did you mean this? Because I heard you say this, but I'm trying to gain clarity. Reflective listening and communicating is extremely helpful in clearing up any miscommunication. So, it's very important for women to have other women to turn to. It's very important, like one of my main mantras is mercy and kindness and patience. Life is health. Lacham. The chaos of the goddess. How to heal the masculine. Removal without undermining. I really do believe that what most women don't realize is when we incarnated into this life as women, we took on this role and this responsibility for a lot more than anybody could ever imagine if you're not a woman, first off. We are nurturers. If we're unable to nurture ourselves, we're not going to be able to nurture anybody else. And to expect somebody to do something for us that we're not already doing ourselves is undermining ourselves. And when it comes to relationship, man and man, woman and woman, woman to man, man to woman, you have to consider, if you really want a person in your life, they will be there. But you have to consciously hold that space for them to be them. Not try to fix them, not try to expect them to be a certain way, but to recognize and honor them where they're at, right? That's because that's what we want as individuals. So why do we feel we need to control another person? We don't. In the end, we really just got to work on our own stuff. Moving forward in the purse, because you know I can get a little bit wordy. All right, so I've got have a little cash in my stash. All right, this is a great book that a girlfriend of mine turned me on to. Ooh, there's my... Oh my God, this is so crazy. I was looking for a birthday card for a girlfriend of mine, and now I found it. All right, so that's that. The Game of Life and How to Play It by Florence Scovel Shinn. This book, if you don't own it, is very small, simple read. You can just open it up randomly to a chapter and read it, because each one of the chapters is relevant to this life. Perfect self-expression of the divine design. No wind can drive my bark astray, nor change the tide of destiny. There is for each man perfect self-expression. There is a place which he is to fill and no one else can fill. Something which he is to do, which no one else can do. It is his destiny. The achievement is held a perfect idea in divine mind, awaiting man's recognition. As the imaging faculty is the creative faculty, it is necessary for man to see the idea before it can manifest. So man's highest demand is for the divine design of his life. He may not have the faintest conception of what it is, for there is possibly some marvelous talent hidden deep within him. His demand should be, Infinite Spirit, open the way for the divine design of my life to manifest. Let the genius within me now be released. Let me see clearly the perfect plan. The perfect plan includes wealth, health, love, and perfect self-expression. This is the square of life, which brings perfect happiness. When one has made this demand, he may find great changes take place in his life, for nearly every man has wandered far from the divine design. I know in one woman's case, it was a thought as though a cyclone had struck her affairs, but readjustments came quickly, and new and wonderful conditions took the place of old ones. So it's funny that I started out saying what I was saying, and then I open up to this, because ultimately, and I'm not going to read all of it, this is a good book to read, just to go through it. We all have a divine design. We're just all trying to figure it out as we go, right? So just be open to whatever it is and no attachment to what you think it should be. Life will be much easier. Oh, look at that. I forgot I had this. This is from, this is a business card from when we went to the event in Tampa, which I forgot the name of. I carry my checkbook every once in a while. You don't always usually have it in my purse, but it was in my purse. Oh, I have a Blueberry Farm card that is stuck to the back here. That's okay. So there's the checkbook, a hair elastic. Can never have too many of those, right? Ding dong. Okay. Geeky. All right. I don't know about anybody else. I sometimes have a few paper towels, and the reason this is in here is because when I go to grab for those dates, if they're sticky, I gotta have somewhere to wipe my fingers. So I keep a nice little stash of a paper towel, which I have a tissue and a paper towel. Sometimes there's more than one in here. Right now there's only that. Anybody else, ladies? If you have children, I can only imagine you've got the wet wipes in there too, and those are heavy because they're wet, right? Okay, let me see if there's anything tucked up in here. And sometimes these purses, ooh, this was part of my keychain that came from Greece. Oh, and another piece. Finding the parts of a keychain in here. I'm going to end up dumping this upside down so I can clean out the dust onto the carpet that it will get vacuumed later on. And there's sand and all sorts of stuff in the bottom of this. But before I do that, I have to clear, I have two pockets. So this magnetically, it has a pretty silk inside lining. It's a little dirty, right? You see the little papaya brand. On this side is these two pockets. But there's stuff in there too. Don't worry, it's still a little heavy. The magnet closes in the center. It's actually a pretty good magnet. Alright, so the one side, the bigger pocket of the, actually they're about the same size. No, difference. They're about the same size. So we have, Tom will come in here and tell me his hands are dry, and I have this 100% pure hand lotion that is actually really nice smelling, coconut. Almost smells like suntan lotion to some. Has that, you know, like, what's that coconut drink? Pina colada smell. I have a hand sanitizer in here. EO, Love Life Live Clean hand sanitizer. Smells like lavender. I have in a baggie my mala that busted open when I was up in Omaha, Nebraska, and I was at the hospital for my mom, and that has to be fixed. Another container of kratom. So I have two green kratums in this purse. I hope that's latched. I have a coupon for some Kite Hill cheese, which I've not bought recently. So I keep my coupons because these especially are the kind of things that I know I will buy. I have a bindi that my girlfriend gave me and I almost forgot was in here. What's a bindi? It's that little thing you stick on your forehead. and it's like a little diamondy thing. It sticks right to your forehead. Then we have an orthodontist. Okay, so this was a referral for TMJ, and I may have to still go to them because I had the woman actually give me this great massage on my jaw, and I'm probably coming up on one because I've been noticing I've been clenching a lot at night. Then I have the Habitat for Humanity card, which I used the other day to make it the appointment to have everything delivered. And apparently I have a third. This is yellow kratom. And another elastic hairband. This one is a bluish silver. This is just one of the 2 pockets. That's the last of it. Yep. Next. I'm surprised I didn't find any crystals in these pockets, but I must have cleaned them all out because I usually do have crystals in there. Now I have, since I already have, these are always a good fallback if you need earbuds with a cord. These actually do work really well. And if you're watching me earlier this year, I was doing a lot of water, rad reflections and soul reflections along Edgewater Drive on the waterfront. And this is what I was using. Then I have this beautiful purple pen that came from the funeral home where my mom was cremated, Good Shepherd, which is perfectly synchronistic because the family that adopted our older brother and sister's last name is Shepherd. So this Giorgio Armani goes to an old pair of my sunglasses. And this particular material, again, is something you can use to clean off sunglasses. It's kind of silky. And you could even use it to put something in it. I typically use it to wipe down my sunglasses. So now the bag is light. You can actually see it. When I first bought it, it was not filling up as much as... Can you see all this stuff on my bed? Like all this extra? This is what it should be like, right? Nice and light. Nice and compact, not like completely swollen out, impregnated with stuff. Now, what I'm going to do right now is dump out all the dirt and dust. Because again, this is Florida, and who knows how sand gets into everything, but it does, right? Right, Aaron? Oh, what's that? A toothpick! I found a toothpick at the bottom of the bag. Just saying. Never know what you're going to find in your purse or in your bag. Mom's got a brand new bag, and it's a clean one, too. Okay. Done. Voila. Next. Right? Sandy bottom bags, we'll call them. Now... What else do I... Okay, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to look around and say, what needs to go back in the purse? This does, because I'm going to be using this. Actually, I take that back. I don't need to put this back in there right now. I was carrying it initially because of my mom when I was up in Omaha. So, like I said, it's what I utilized. It also has... Yeah, that. Okay. Yeah, it's got my mom's information. I'm going to put this off to the side because it doesn't need to be in there. This is trash. We love when we get to throw things in the recycling bin. Trash day was today. Favorite day. I have 3 bags of kratom. I don't need to be carrying all of those with me, but we'll see if I need any of that. Inside this little wallet, I have some jewelry that needs to be fixed. I don't even remember what stones these are at this point. But one of my necklaces completely broke. 2 of them, actually. And then some of the pendants I still have in here. So I kept this all together. So along with, and I'm going to have to find somebody who can fix, if the jewelry is even fixable. And I have to get with my girlfriend to fix that. So it's always good to keep this in the bag because I mean, I may run into her tomorrow. Being Wednesday is very likely I will run into her tomorrow, since I'm going to be at this yoga studio. Now, my Mojo bag goes under my pillow at night, and then I carry it with me during the day. Does anybody else sleep with lots of crystals under their bed? You should ask Tom how many crystals I got going on. Sometimes he'll be like, what do you have over there that you can hand me? All right. The game of life. It doesn't need to be in there right now. I'm going to keep these two items next to the bed. This will definitely go in there because we're getting ready to have a teacher training this weekend. First weekend. I'm really excited. Tomorrow I'm having an admin meeting to find out how many people we have exactly showing up on Saturday morning. I'm heading up the administration aspect of it, so like all of the details and the organization and coordination is going to come through me to take off the weight of all of that from the lead trainers, as we call them. So let's see what else needs to go in this bag. What else do I need? The hairbrush, definitely, because I carry a hairbrush with me. Even if I don't use it every day, it's okay. Trust me. There's that one time that I'm going, oh my god, I can't believe I don't have my hairbrush in there. This bag's going to be a whole lot lighter. I'm already seeing it. These are definitely going back in there. They go to the bottom. I want to know, what do you carry in your purse, in your bag, ladies? Tell me in the comments. And are there any men out there that have a bag to carry or a duffel bag? I don't care. You might not call it a purse. You might call it a man purse. Maybe you got a fanny pack. I don't know, but tell me what you got. What are your necessities? Must-haves. All right, the hand sanitizer, the moisturizer. My business cards are actually going to go into the side pocket along with that. Hair elastics, which I have one in here already. But the thing is, every once in a blue moon, when I grab this bag, I forget this. So we will put these inside of here. And then again, it's always good to have an extra cable with me because I never know if I'm going to need it while I'm out on the go. But when I'm out on the go and that, it means I need to put the little adapter piece in here too, because I usually have that, and apparently I didn't have that, right? I know. So Erin, what's in your bag? What do you put in your purse? What do you carry with you everywhere? What are your must-haves? These right here are always with me because, again, Florida, cold inside the buildings. I am usually freezing. Today I was in various stores where I needed layers to keep me warm. The wallet goes on in here. I like to tuck it into the side, actually. And then, I don't need this in here right now. These will go in the little side pocket so that I can easily grab them. This needs to go back in. I'm going to put that in my wallet because this will get given away soon enough, I'm sure. What is today's date? Today is the 26th? Okay, so I know. All right, the wallet is in here next to my hairbrush. The checkbook I don't need because I carry one extra check in my wallet. And then I have a letter I need to respond to that goes in the bottom. And the receipts, and again, my mom's memory cards are going to go in here on the bottom. And the pen. I prefer my pens to not go in unless they're in something that protects them, because otherwise, how many of you have writing on the inside of your purses? Or ink that's exploded, right? There you go, right? Tylenol, right? Okay. Yeah, must have. The phone is a given, right? We can't go anywhere without our phones these days. These are going in the other pocket on the side. So I have the coupon and the cash stash. Supposedly, if you find a purse, you should always leave money in each of your purses if you have purses, because it's supposed to be, an abundance thing. To maintain an abundance of money always in your presence, right? Money's a tool. You gotta use it wisely, and you gotta appreciate it just like you would what it brings to you. The sunglasses have a special case for them, so that'll go in there. This cord does not need to go in there. This is gonna go off to the side along with those. I think I'm better. It's still heavy. Oh, there they are, the extra earbuds. Those will go in the other side pocket. Hi, Carol, honey. What's in your purse? What's in your bag? What do you carry? What are your main necessities when you're out and about? Let me know in the comments. And then apparently I have an oil over here, and I'm not even sure what I got. Oh, I didn't realize I had one of these. Okay. Well, setting an intention. These are intention oils, okay? Oh, it smells good too. I never know what this was a gift from a girlfriend, so. And I still need to take a shower, so I'm not sure why I'm putting this on now, but it's all good. I know why. Because it was there and it was calling me. How many of you put like certain blessings on yourself and like intention? Oh, I am the master of all time. I am the visionary, the creator of my life. My life is amazing. I'm drawing in all this wonderful abundance. You know, like you set an intention. What is it you want to experience in this life? That. Sometimes I like to have like little ribbons, and I'll tie them onto something. I'm going to tie this one onto my purse, my little wallet. It initially was on one of my little mini Mojo bags, but like I was saying, the Mojo bags rip after a certain point, and I have to put it in another bag. So everything gets recycled though. I like ribbons, I like romance, I like, you know, like little sweet mementos. Things that have meaning, right? Oh, sunglasses, oh my gosh, right? A lot of rain. So we had a huge storm earlier, and I had my sunglasses with me, and I've heard mixed things about how good it is to allow the sun into our eyes, that we think we always need to protect them. But we also need to allow those UV light rays to come in, because it's healing for our eyes too. So now I got a little ribbon off to the side. All right, y'all, I'm good. I'm done. This bag is much lighter. Like I said, it's still a little heavy, but it's a whole lot lighter than it was. So, without further ado, I hope you all enjoyed this episode of the Rad 30-Day Declutter Challenge. Keep informing us in the group, in your own posts, doing videos, sharing your pictures of your progress, because, right? How good does it feel to get things organized, cleared, and decluttered? For me, when I got the time, I am all over it. And some of you have seen me. I've done all-nighters before, live. And one time I was in my laundry room and I was pulling out stuff from back when I was in the Air Force. What? OMG. I have got some of the coins. I have all sorts of mementos and memories. Everything that I have brings a memory up to surface. So, I love you all. Tomorrow is purge your makeup drawer, or purge your makeup something. I've got kind of a cabinet of like hodgepodge, mishmash. I don't have a whole lot of makeup. I have a lot of like fun color, like bare essential powders, you know, to do your makeup, your eyes and stuff. But I don't wear it that often, so it's in a nice organized container. But we'll go through it and we'll have fun. So join me tomorrow for another episode 11, day 11 of the Rad 30-Day Declutter Challenge. What? Keep it rad, stay rad. I love you.